Hey guys, welcome back to Think Beautiful, the channel where I discuss the debacle that is Meghan Markle. And oh my gosh, honestly, when it rains, it pours because this woman she just couldn't wait. She couldn't wait today. She had to she had to release something, okay? And I'm going to tell you why I think she's done this today. But let's get started because, first of all, we have this garbage, okay? So, this is her lemonada, her backing it up to Archie types, Archie, what's it called? Ass wipes. I don't even know. It was so boring. When she says the title of it, I just fall asleep. This is Ass Wipes version 2, okay? 2.0. She's called it something else, but we all know it's going to be boring. If she can't even make a Netflix TV show interesting, how is this going to be any good at all? So she has called it Confessions of a Female Founder with Meghan because she's not the female founder. She hasn't founded anything. The only thing she's found is Prince Harry's balls, okay? And she doesn't let him anywhere near them. So, yeah, finders keepers for those. Um, Now, I also think the title of this is her kind of dangling a carrot, okay? Because you have to remember that Meghan Markle is an onion, okay? Not only does she make people cry, but she has layers, okay? This woman has layers. She never just does anything out of the goodwill of her heart or, for no reason at all. Oh no, Meghan Markle does things with a purpose, and the purpose is her getting herself further in the game. That is always her angle, except she gets to the top and she doesn't know what the hell to do. That's what happened with the royal family, in my opinion. Anyway, this is what she says on her Instagram. I am so excited to share with you something that I've been working on, Confessions of a Female Founder, my new podcast with Lemonada Media, which no one's ever heard of. Oh, I've been having candid conversations with amazing women who have turned dreams into realities and scaled small ideas into massively successful businesses, unlike anything I will ever be able to achieve. They're opening up, sharing their tips, tricks, and tumbles. Yeah, well, Megan's going to have to talk about her tumbles. Can't get around that elephant in the room. And letting me pick their brains and basically copy what they've done, plagiarize. As I build out my own business as ever. Can't she put a capital E on that thing? Why is it as ever like that? Isn't that wrong? What is wrong with her? It has been absolutely eye opening, inspiring, and fun. Because what's the point if we can't have some fun on this wild adventure? First episode, April 8th. Oh, God, honestly. Like, at least she's not wearing beige, okay, or white. She's gone with blue. I'm sure that means something. I'm not even going to be bothered to think about it. So there you have it. That is her Instagram today. Lemonada also did their own with a bit more information. So let's read because she doesn't tell us really what's going on. When is the trailer coming out? So Lemonada spill a bit more information in a new original podcast brought to you by Lemonada Media and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, using her title. Confessions of a Female Founder invite you to be a fly on the wall. My gosh, I would love to be a fly on the wall at Montecito. Honestly, how do I get to do that? As Megan sits down, is Megan even showing up? Did she actually sit down? We will never know, or maybe we will. Sits down for candid conversations with female founders, probably just all her friends and friends. There you go, mostly all friends. Well, pseudo friends, about the success, the struggles, and the never before told stories of building a business. Never before told. Are you joking? I'm sure they've told these stories before. I'm sure I'll be Googling it after. As Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, herself navigates the world of entrepreneurship with the upcoming launch, well, hasn't launched yet, just be careful, of her brand as ever, again without a capital E, be inspired by the real unfiltered stories and lessons learned. Oh, sounds boring already. From notable female founders, from knowing your worth to trusting your gut, securing investors, which Megan can't do, and investing in yourself. Oh, corny as ever. Listen to the trailer on March 25. There you go. The trailer is in about a week and a half. That's what we want to see. Well, we don't really, but anyway, I'll have to watch it, won't I? I'm going to have to listen to this garbage. Oh, you guys. And get ready for the first episode dropping April 8. Okay. So there you go. This is happening. I didn't think this was going to happen, so I'll give her credit. She's well, it hasn't happened yet, but she's put it together. There's 8 episodes. It doesn't say that there, but I did read that. 8 episodes, and I don't know why everything is 8. Let's see what she comes out with. I know it's going to be boring, boring, boring. Now, I've had a bit of a think of who might be on the show because she's not revealing anything just yet. So these are my predictions. I've got 3 predictions here. So we're talking about female founders. Okay, the first one has to be Serena. I mean, she hasn't been on the cooking show. She's been talking about the cooking show. She's been everywhere with Meghan Markle. Maybe she turned down the cooking show and was like, nah, I'm not really a cook. Okay. I'll peel off some moringa from the garden. I'll pull a branch down and I'll maybe saute it, but I'll never show myself actually doing it. But I'm not actually going to go on your cooking show, okay? Because I'm garbage. I know it. Everyone knows it. Okay, so I think she said yes to this one though, because this is going to further her in some way, shape, or form. Probably not really. But anyway, that's one guest I think we're going to see maybe in episode 1. I don't know. Does episode 1 get the most hits? Probably. So I see Serena in episode 1. Um, Another person I think is going to be on this podcast is this woman. This is Jamie Kern Lima. Some people may not know of her. I only know her through Meghan Markle, okay, because she was there with Meghan Markle when she went to that summit where we had Reese Witherspoon and Gwyneth Paltrow. I don't remember what that was called, but anyway, she was there holding Jamie's hand as if Jamie needs any help because Jamie is an entrepreneur. She is also an investor. She came up with the IT cosmetics company. Honestly, never heard of it. Okay. But who cares? And why would she care about me not hearing about it? Because she sold that company to L'Oreal in 2016 for 1.2 billion. I hope I got that right. Billion. Let's just go with that because that's what I've written down here. Billion, 1.2 billion. This woman's a billionaire. Okay, no wonder Meghan Markle is friends with her and holding on to her for dear life. Okay, so she made her money in makeup. Okay, just remember that because Serena also has makeup. She has Win Beauty. She also has Serena Ventures, whatever. But these women are pretty similar. So I think we're going to see Jamie Kern Lima on the show. Jamie also has her own podcast, and it's hard to listen to. Honestly, when you see, because I think she will be, when you see this woman pop up on Megan's podcast, just be warned, okay? Because her voice, oh, how do I explain it? It's like it's like drizzling honey, but you're allergic to honey. I don't know. It's hard to explain. She kind of just drools everywhere, and she's always happy. It's hard. I can't put my finger on it, but it is. I think it's just so annoying, and she just seems way too happy to be normal. So, I mean, no disrespect, no disrespect. That's just my opinion. Okay, it's going to be a hard episode to listen to if she pops up. Oh, that's enough about her. The third one I think we're going to see, this has to be right. Please, guys, I've got to get some right here. Is this woman, Heather Dorak? So, Heather is a really good friend of Meghan Markle for whatever reason. Who knows? She is the founder of Pilates Platinum, which is a huge business. She's very successful. She has to be on the show. She also got a jam in that first round of ARO jams, the infamous jam crew. She was there. I don't know what number she was. Who knows? It was just like a random bingo number system that Meghan Markle used. I don't know what she was doing. Everyone took it to heart, obviously. She was also there on that fateful coronation week when Meghan Markle dragged some of her friends out for a walk, a hike, and forgot to tell them all that she'd called backgrid. I mean, look at her. She looks ridiculous. Who wears that when they go walking? She's got the scarf, she's got the hat, she's got the glasses, and Heather's just got her trackies and her t-shirt, because that's what you would wear if you're going for a hike and you're going to get sweaty. Standard. So yeah, that to me, she didn't tell her friends. That's just what I think. But yeah, so Heather was there for that. So they're, again, you can see they're good friends. And I'm pretty sure I spotted her here. I think that's her just there to the left of Prince Harry. Cheers to that. I don't know who these other bozos are. You can barely make out Doria in the back. She's been shoved to the back. She probably doesn't want her face on TV because she's in trouble for something, or she's done something wrong. Trying to keep a low profile, maybe. But yeah, that's her there. So I think Heather is going to be there. I'll be surprised if she's not. So that's my take on this Lemonada podcast garbage. I'll have to listen to this. Do I have to sign up to Lemonada? Oh, this is gonna kill me, you guys. You better listen. If I review these episodes, you guys have to promise to tune in, because they're not easy to listen to, these things. Anyway, let's move on, because today we also had an update on the As Ever front. Now, I'm going to go through some paperwork with you guys. This is why I think Meghan Markle hit the go button on the Lemonada promotion, because she got this response from the Trademark office today. Okay, so here we have her first document. She got her non final action today. Okay, now that means, if you're not across this, and I'm only across this because of Meghan Markle, okay, I was reading all her ARO documents. I could get a job at the Trademark office, I think. So she got her non final action. That is meaning, here are some problems you have. We're going to give you 3 months to fix these problems. We basically spell it all out for you. You couldn't make a mistake. As long as you copy all these things or fix these problems, we'll then review it again and see how you go. Okay, so there are some issues. So let's have a look at what the issues are. So first of all, we have, sorry, we have the search of all the database for As Ever. So this was the first step to see if there were any other businesses out there with the trademark As Ever. Now, we all know there is that As Ever NYC clothing store. Now, unfortunately, as much as we might like the underdog and support small businesses and all of that, they don't own the trademark. The other thing with them is that they are branded As Ever, but then they also have As Ever NYC. Their domain name is As Ever NYC. So I'm not really sure exactly what they're doing there, but basically that has come up. Nothing for Meghan Markle. She is good to go with the name As Ever. So look, it's not a great name. No disrespect to As Ever NYC, which sounds much better. The NYC adds a different element to it. Their clothing. Meghan Markle doesn't have any clothing at all. No aprons, nada. She took it out. So yep, there's nothing that's going to link the two brands. So the trademark office have said, no problem, call yourself As Ever, whatever you want to do, Meghan Markle. Okay. So yeah, so these guys, look, the only annoying thing I would say from their perspective is if you type in to Google or your browser As Ever because you want to buy a shirt, or the jumpsuits, it's going to come up with Meghan Markle's annoying website first. You just have to scroll down 2 centimeters, you're going to be fine. So that's the only thing. She's just shoved herself on top of them. I could say another joke there, but I'm going to leave that. Okay. So that was the first step. Second thing, these are the issues Meghan Markle needs to fix for her trademark to be approved. Okay. And unfortunately, they're pretty simple. Okay. This is admin garbage. Okay. First of all, declaration requirement, which I'll explain in a moment, classification and identification of goods requirement, and multiple class application requirements. Okay, so 3 things Meghan Markle needs to consider for her trademark to be approved. Okay, so let's have a look at what these things actually mean. Okay, so the first thing is declaration requirement. So this means that the application was not signed. So they haven't declared, okay? Now, I mentioned this in my video when I did the first deep dive on this application. It wasn't signed. Now, I think they do this on purpose. I think they just get all their lackeys to put the paperwork together, send it through the big wigs or Marjorie, whoever it is. She doesn't want to sign it until she sees that it's approved. So I don't think this was necessarily a mistake. It looks stupid, I have to say, but yeah. So this is the first step. So signing the document, that takes all of 2 seconds. So they're going to be fine there. Okay. The next one here is classification and identification of goods requirement, blah, blah, blah. Basically, she just needs to fix up some of her classifications and be more specific. So she's got things like spoons, she's got textile napkins, and she's got crystallized sugar for decoration. So she just has to tidy up some of the wording. Honestly, just admin garbage. She's going to be fine with this. This is just nitty gritty stuff. Last one is the same type of thing, multiple class application requirements. So some of them are listed in more than one international class. Therefore, applicant must satisfy all the requirements below, and it's all listed, blah, blah, blah. So they just tell her what she needs to do. Okay, now this is just more annoying than anything else. I'm sure she's just, oh, this is just delaying. But then again, she's already delayed her show. So she's split the show, or if you want to say it's been renewed, if that's what you think, so that she can edit in all of her LA Fires stuff and make it a whole tribute to how she's helping. And she probably feeds the masses, who knows? Um, so yeah, I don't think this is really annoying to her. I'm sure she doesn't like the trademark office anyway. But yeah, so those three things basically mean she's good to go. She is good to go as long as she does those things within the next 3 months. Obviously, she's not doing them. It is her people or her interns or her lawyers, who knows. So, yeah, she has 3 months as of the 13th. So that takes her to June the 13th. Her show won't even drop until, I don't know, August, September, something like that. What is it? Spring. So, yeah, I guess around August. So, yeah, so she's good to go. The thing is, though, there is a thing. There is a thing. You don't celebrate yet, Meghan Markle. Okay, I know you pushed go on your lemonada, promotion because now I can be called an entrepreneur because now I've got the green light. Well, just hold up. Just hold up because it's only been approved with the logo, which is just your basic as ever logo. Okay, basic as ever. That is what it should be called. Basic as ever. So she hasn't labeled any of her stuff with this. Now, why she has shown us her labels and her website already, I don't know. I don't know. This is the thing that I don't understand. And I'm sure in her podcast, her guests will come on and say, you've got to be patient. You can't be impulsive. You've got to think through your decisions. You can't go early. Don't count your chickens, blah, blah, blah. If they say any of those things, I can't wait to hear her response because she never waits. She counts her chickens. We just saw her holding a chicken. I should have put a picture of her here with her chicken because she is counting them. She's banking the money pretty much. She's probably already spent the money. I wouldn't be surprised if she's already put some of Harry's money, like a down payment, on like some mansion upgrade because I'm sure Montecito is not going to be big enough for her for much longer when she's a lifestyle guru. Anyway, these two logos are still TBC. Okay. Now, these are the kickers. I'm going to say again, I don't think she's really going to have an issue with the one on the left. I don't think that's going to come up. Yeah, I don't. I wish it did. I wish it did. I figured out it looked like that flag from Spain, and it does. And I do think she plagiarized it because she can't think of anything herself. She lives on Pinterest. I can't find her account, of course. Who knows what her account name would be? But, she's out there. She's creating mood boards, and she uses mood boards, in my opinion, as just to copy. She doesn't understand inspiration. She thinks that means copy paste. Yeah, so the one on the left, I think she's going to be okay, unfortunately. But anyway, whatever. Go for it, Megan. The one on the right, though, I do think that last letter, that R, looks like an N. So I look forward to seeing what the trademark office says about that. That looks like it says as even to me, or to, I guess, the normal person. Like, why did she do the tail so big? It shouldn't be that big. It should kick up much earlier than that. But that's just my opinion. She, of course, has branded everything with the two logos together because she likes to put all her eggs, all her yellow yolky eggs, all her scrambled eggs, because Harry loves to cook breakfast and he's really good at making scrambled eggs. Whatever, who cares? Gosh, as if he can find his way around a kitchen, by the way, as if he could. He could probably can't even find the kitchen. He just follows his nose and smells the bacon or whatever. He doesn't know where anything is. And does he even live there? Who knows? But yeah, all these products are heavily branded with the two logos. So we'll wait and see. I do think the non-final action or the approvals for these two logos will come through in the next couple of weeks. It's just my feeling based on the timeline. They're like 3 to 6 months. This one's already ticked over. So I do think this is coming. I think she's going to be able to sell these jams and the flour sprinkles, God forbid the flour sprinkles, and the teas. Okay. Now just get ready, you guys. Just get ready. Just prepare yourselves because I will tell you right now, these items and these items are going to sell out. Okay. I'm just letting you know. Don't pretend for a minute that no one's going to buy these. Don't pretend for a minute that they are not going to say they sold out because it needs to look successful. We're going to see sold out all over this and probably like record time or something. It's probably going to be like, wow, they sold out in like 8 minutes. Wow, did you get your flour sprinkles? And then we're going to see all the Sussex squad with their Instagram feeds with their little jars of jam and the flour sprinkles. And they're so happy because they got like the first round. And Megan's going to do a reel. I'm telling you, this is what's going to happen. Megan's going to do a reel and be like, oh my God, you guys, like, I can't believe it. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so proud. I mean, this is amazing. I just had no idea. You guys are so amazing. You really supported me. And ever since the TIG, and it's just going to go on and on. Okay. So they will sell out. And anyone who wants to buy them, good for you. Okay. These teas sound disgusting. I'm not interested. Peppermint tea you can buy like at the supermarket. um, Lemon ginger is probably best if you make it fresh, to be honest. A tea bag of that, I've had that before. It's just not the same, okay? And herbal hibiscus, I'm sorry, you lost me. You lost me at hibiscus. And the other issue we have, okay, so there are some little speed bumps in the road. These two products, okay, her crate mix, same thing, and her shortbread cookies, which have like two ingredients, you can make them yourself, with the flour sprinkles, which is just dried dead flowers that they'll probably come in the tiniest sachet you could imagine, and you just sprinkle it on. And if I look at that picture from a little bit of a distance, that to me looks like a bowl with milk in it, and then like banana, like sliced bananas, like you're eating like a wheat bix, and then you've put like some flour sprinkles on that. That's what that looks like. It doesn't look appetizing. The food photography here is terrible. Terrible. You're meant to like glisten things up. You're meant to make it look nice. I wish I'd put the picture of Chrissy's stuff here because it's like all like running and it just looks good. Okay. This looks boring, let's say, as ever. Boring as ever. I think that's what it should be called. Sorry, not basic as ever, boring as ever. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to write that down because I might use that. Boring as ever. So she can't use these yet, is what I'm trying to get to, because these logos haven't been approved, and these two items or these cake mix items have not yet been added to the trademark properly. I don't believe. So These are still a TBC. Is she going to release these products on the website if not all are available yet? I don't think so. I think she's going to wait until they're all available, and she's got time up her sleeve now, okay, because she's pushed the show back. Time up her sleeve, even though she never wears sleeves, okay. So there you go. And look who else is out here promoting her podcast as well as her cake mixes. Yes, Meghan Markle's number one rival, Chrissy Teigen, because Chrissy Teigen has a new podcast out. It is called Self Conscious. It's out on Audible, not Lemonada, because no one's ever heard of Lemonada. And on this podcast, she talks to well-being experts, all right? Because Chrissy Teigen, I mean, love her, hate her, whatever, she knows she's not the expert. When it comes to well-being and mental health, Chrissy Teigen knows you take a back seat and you get proper experts on, unlike Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, who claim to be the experts but offer no action or any type of advice, just doom and gloom, basically. And oh, we have mental health issues. Okay, great. But what's the solution? They have no idea. Chrissy Teigen also obviously has all her cake mixes. So she's got the cookie mix, she's got some lime, I think key lime cake or something. She's got pancake and waffle. She's also got banana bread. So is it just a coincidence that Chrissy Teigen is now out here like actively spruiking these things? I don't think so. This was on Amazon Live. She went on there and yeah, spoke about all of these things. She's on basically a promotional tour at the moment. So watch out, Meghan Markle, because Chrissy Teigen is not happy with you. So there you have it, guys. That is the as ever update. Boring as ever. Oh, another podcast that we have to sit through or listen to or drag ourselves along to over at Lemonada. It's going to involve me signing up. Oh my goodness, what a disaster. What a debacle this is turning out to be. Honestly, I'm already bored just thinking about it. I hope you guys are going to tune in. Seriously. But yeah, and we also have the update on her trademark. She's almost good to go, but as ever, there are still a few hurdles to work through, a few more hoops to jump through for this little show pony. Let's see how she goes. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for listening. I really, really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. Please leave a comment. I love your comments. Let me know what you want to hear. And yeah, look forward to putting out more videos like this for you guys. Thank you. Bye.